freaking day.
You know what this is right here, Raylene?
What is it? Your brain trying to get into gear?
This is my electric pencil sharpener.
Your what?
My electric pencil sharpener.
I think you should just tell everybody the truth.
I'm sharpening it right now because I'm
You
getting
need
ready
to
for the
sharpen
week.
Something.
I'm getting ready for the whole week ahead of us. Yeah, because there's so much going on, and I just have a lot of notes to take here. Tanya McCauley is coming in. Am I right?
She is.
Is she coming in?
She's going to join us in just a few minutes.
All right.
Yes.
All right. Man, I don't even know where to begin. Let's start with the fact that it's just a beauty right now. 30 degrees, blue sky, sunshine, and we're going to get up around 35 today. Mm-hmm. It's just stellar. We couldn't possibly ask for better weather, and it's just gorgeous.
Yes, we love to have sunny days because we're tired of the gloomy stuff.
We have a full, yes, so true. God, is that true? We have a full moon tonight, clear skies. I mean, I'm telling you right now, I'm making the announcement. I'm going snowshoeing tonight. And if my knee gives out, I have two bad knees. One of them is particularly bad. If my knee gives out, please look for my carcass sometime in May when things start melting. When the snow,
goodness, you'll be okay.
You know, maybe the vultures or the coyotes.
Do you always bring your phone and maybe even a radio? You know, a two-way?
No.
You don't?
No. No, I don't. No.
That's smart.
So, I'm just saying, if you see something on the side of the road that looks like a human body the end of May, that's
right,
rotting.
It's not a leprechaun.
It's not a leprechaun.
No.
Even
though
it looks like a leprechaun.
And it's, tis the season for leprechaun. It's not a leprechaun. It's just JD.
It's just me.
Yeah.
It's just me.
Yeah.
But I have to go. How could you not go snowshoeing on a night like tonight with the full moon out?
I know. I know.
Have to go.
You must.
What happened to you when you went snowshoeing one time?
What do you mean?
How'd you do?
When I do it in my backyard,
yeah,
you mean for the boys?
Yeah.
I have an extremely hard time. But I have an extreme disadvantage as well.
You're going to put the other half of your other foot in my ass, aren't you?
Yes, I am. Because of my amputation, it's very hard for me to maneuver the snowshoes.
Mm-hmm.
But with lots of practice and trying and almost breaking my neck, I'm pretty damn good at it now.
Did you face plant it?
Nope, almost.
Almost
a couple of times. Yep.
Listen,
because my right foot, my little foot, kicks to the left.
Oh, I see.
And so then my left foot, when I'm bringing it down, steps on the back of the right snowshoe.
Okay.
Yeah. But now I use a ski pole when I'm doing that. And it makes it much easier for me to keep control. And I've gotten pretty damn good at it.
Listen, it's okay if you fall. As long as the neighbors don't see.
Right, exactly.
It doesn't matter.
Me trying to make a path in the back.
That's right.
Tanya's watching us. Must be she's
is
watching
Tanya
and
tuning?
driving.
Oh, that's
right, because she's going to be coming in.
No, don't do that. Linda Kuchar's on with us this morning. We have town meeting day tomorrow. Cloudy skies, flurries. Could get a light coating in some spots tomorrow if you're out driving. Highs in the mid to upper 20s, and then Wednesday cloudy, few flurries, a little bit of a dusting, not much, 30 to 35. And looking ahead to Thursday, a little bit of light accumulation, 30 to 35. You see these temperatures creep? I like the 30s.
Yes, me too.
Bring it. I like that.
So we should also say good morning to Glenn. He is with us today, and he hasn't
Where's
been.
Glenn?
He hasn't been with us lately because Glenn was plagued with COVID, and I actually messaged him because I noticed that he hadn't been on in a few days, and he said it has really kicked his ass. But hopefully, he's on the upside of things now.
Glenn, I hope you're all right, pal.
Yeah.
God, I didn't know that. I mean, not that we would, but that's good to know that he's all right.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus, that's scary shit. Right now, per month, we're losing like, what is it, 20 Vermonters or something like that? It's a lot.
I did not know that.
It's a lot. The numbers are consistent. Maybe it's.
I have not been keeping track of that.
It's not that high. It's not that high. It's a lot. I
was going to say 20s. That's a lot of people every month.
It's not that high. It's not. Maybe that's in the nation. I don't know. But what I have heard is just that there's just consistent numbers with it, and we just.
Mm-hmm. I was going to say, if we're losing 20 a month, I would assume that they would shut things back down. But we hope that never happens again. I'm just saying right now.
It's just unbelievable. It's I don't know. I don't know what to say. And I have, by the way, I haven't even told you yet, which I should have. I've tested and retested for COVID. I don't have COVID. I just got something in my chest, and I don't know what the hell is going on with me. I kind of sound like Barry White a little bit, but I don't know. It's just whatever.
Oh,
okay?
goodness.
So
Good morning, Alice, Kristen, Brenda, Heather, Chris.
Boy,
Good Lord.
You see all these hooligans?
I do.
I see. The only hooligan I see, holy shit, look at that. The only one I see is, who's a real hooligan, is Michael Booten.
Oh, yeah. Because you can see
you want to talk about trouble?
Side of things.
That's trouble right there.
That's trouble right there, yes.
The uncivil behavior that comes out of that guy.
A capital T. God. He's mentally unstable. I'm telling you right now.
He is mentally unstable. So is Tim Bolton.
Yeah, they are. They're mentally unstable.
Completely. These guys should be locked up, all of them.
Yeah. Michael's nothing but a podcast bitch.
Yeah, he is. We're going to be talking about a lot of sports this morning, local sports. But first off, Giroux General Transport, the demand has never been higher for CDL drivers across the country. And right here in Vermont, as a matter of fact, Barrie, Vermont, Giroux General Transport is doing all they can to chip away at this and turn Vermonters into truck drivers with an amazing career ahead of them.
Yes.
A well-paying career.
Did you see that our dear friend Cliff Fleury just earned his license from Giroux?
I know, Cliffy. Yeah. I didn't know he was doing that,
He is, because now he works for the city of Montpelier. And so to further help his job, he got a CDL.
It's so great. I'm so happy for him.
Me too.
So for their March 20th class that's starting up, what's the deal?
They have
left?
5 slots left.
Okay.
Yes.
And they've been
they book up really fast, and especially because a lot of people are just like you. They wait till the last minute to do everything, and so then all of a sudden there's no classes left.
Yeah. True.
What do you? Yeah. You know I'm telling the truth. Don't you?
What does it cost? I mean, that's the thing that most people say. Well, how much? Everyone wants to know how much.
Well, first of all, it depends, because there are funds available. There are things that you can do to get assistance with the class, and Tracy knows all of that. Tracy Haynes is happy to help you figure all of that out. There is a cost associated with the classes, depending on which one it is, and those are listed on their Facebook page. And but yes, she is always there to help, and she knows all of the ins and outs to make it happen.
And Giroux has been with us here at Aired Out as a sponsor for a long time. They've been the classroom spots have been booked for months ahead.
Yes.
I mean, just insane over the last couple of years. Insane.
We're coming up on 1 year, their 1 year anniversary.
Incredible. My
So,
God. It's unbelievable. We have a lot of people jumping on here.
Yes, we have Joe Ellsworth. Good morning,
he's saying
Joe.
He's saying this is so true. Obviously, he's not talking about how forgetful I am.
Yes, he is.
He's talking about something else. Heather Slayton, who's going to be doing some big stuff with us on the
starting
microphones.
this Thursday.
And here's Tanya walking in.
So, starting this Thursday, she will be with us.
Oh my God, that's going to be amazing. I can't wait. She has believe it or not, a fun way of talking about mental health. And I can't wait to have her in here. Talk about a lady that is not afraid of a microphone. It is Heather Slayton. So we're going to have fun with her, and I so much look forward to it. We have so much to get to, so much to talk about. Obviously, we're going to be talking a whole hell of a lot about the fact that tomorrow's town meeting day and the polls, and we'll get you information on that. A ton of information. But right now, Tanya McCauley is with us. Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
How in the hell are you and Shep? We reached out to Shep this morning, too, but I think she's
hungover.
Probably not today, but yesterday maybe a little bit.
Yeah. How was it? My God, did you guys put up a hell of a fight?
We sure did. Man, we tried. We gave it our best.
Spalding girls, we're talking about high school varsity girls basketball. Tanya McCauley is the coach. Lori Shepard is the assistant coach. You guys made it to the auditorium, and tell me what happened Saturday afternoon.
Well, we went in there knowing that they were going to be a very tough team.
North Country,
undefeated. They were 23-0, and they have some powerhouses. They have great outside shooters. We knew all the key pieces. We knew what we needed to do. And we came in the first half, we just executed like crazy. We were up at the half, 16-23, I believe it was. And North Country went in the locker room for the very first time losing. And so that was pretty cool for us.
First time.
Yeah. So,
they were undefeated.
They were undefeated. And
they
still are.
They are undefeated.
Unfortunately, yes. And we just...
So you scared the hell out of them.
We did. And, we knew that they were going to come out, and we knew they were going to go on a run.
Yeah.
It was just whether or not we could come back and go on a run also. And, we just had some things that just weren't happening. And... Sage McCauley, man, she tried and tried and tried, and the ball just would roll around the rim and just not go in for her. So that was really tough for her, being a senior. Yvonne had 3 fouls, which never happens. So it was,
Wow.
We had some chess pieces, but they never gave up. And they continued to work. And it was a, 1-point game, 2-point game. We'd go up, they'd go up, we'd tie, all the way up into the last minute.
Yeah.
And then we had to foul because otherwise they could just hold the ball, which is what I would have done had we been up.
Yeah.
And so we knew we had to foul them, and they were pretty solid from the line.
I was up at the Sunrise Gym for the gymnastics meet that Lily was involved with, her first ever, and it was a big one, a big deal. Packed house with billions of screaming little girls, which can put out some crazy volume. But still, amongst all the screaming, I think I could hear the auditorium.
Probably. It was crazy. Lots of fans from both Spalding and North Country, even with the weather the way it was.
Sure. Oh, yeah, that's not going to, that won't.
Yeah, super intense. It was really intense.
Raylene was texting me. She's like, oh, my God. I mean, she's just freaking out.
Yeah.
And this is someone who doesn't go to basketball games every weekend.
No. It's the first one I've been to since probably I was in my very early 20s.
Wow. And you loved it.
I'll go all the time now. It was freaking awesome.
Isn't that incredible?
The energy that the Odd brings is something that you can't explain on, the radio or on TV. It's something you have to actually experience.
Yeah.
And we talked about that in the locker room before the semifinal game, about how you have to feed off the energy, and you literally can feel the energy in the room.
Mm-hmm. For sure. But I think I would go no matter where you were, because it was just, it's the whole thing, just the way people are supporting and just the whole atmosphere of it all. It was just awesome.
Yeah. I'm sure all of the little critters, the mice and whatnot that are making their home in the Barry Auditorium were like, what the hell's going on
in
now?
here?
What was that?
I think they take vacation for these, last week and this week. Yeah.
They have to. So how were you dealing with the second half in your mind, and how was Shep?
I think we were okay. I mean, the girls had all the tools that they needed, and it really, sometimes it comes down to, does the ball fall? And for us, it just wasn't. And you have that from game to game. Sometimes the ball falls and sometimes it doesn't. And for the first half, it was. And they gave everything that they could out there. So that's all we expected. We didn't expect anything else from them.
Do they know that?
Yeah, absolutely.
You make it clear to those girls.
Very clear, yeah.
Yeah.
And this senior group was, every senior group is so special. This one, was a little harder for me, watching my daughter walk off the court and realizing that was the last time I will coach one of my children.
Sure.
So.
But and like we said when we had you and Shep and the captains in here, that especially at this high school level, all levels, win or lose, there's just so much to learn here. There's so much to be taken away. That in hindsight is such a valuable thing.
Oh, it is. And I want to give a shout out to Yvonne Robert, who at the end of the game, when we all huddled in after we had lost, she rallied everyone and said to them, we may have lost a championship, but what I gained here is far bigger than a championship. I have friends and family in this group, and that was pretty powerful.
Coming out of a senior?
Yeah.
I'm still not mature enough to say stuff like that.
Well, lots of people aren't. And that's the thing, is that a lot of adults around here could learn a lot from these girls, like how to play nice.
Damn straight.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Wow.
And hard and with passion, but play nice.
And when things aren't going your way, keeping composed, I think that's pretty cool too.
I want to ask what Shep had to say to the girls, but first, what did you have to say to them afterwards?
Well, we just talked about that they gave everything, their passion, and how proud we were. No matter what the score was, how proud that we were, and that we wouldn't change anything, because, what they put out there was not expected from a lot of people. We knew what they could do. We believed in them, and they believed in themselves. And, we just talked about that, and, said goodbye to the seniors and thanked them and wished them well. And, looking forward to next year.
What did Shep have to say?
She got in there before me, so I don't know exactly, everything that she had said, but we pretty much said the same thing. We were beaming with pride for what they did, and there's nothing that we couldn't be thankful for with that group.
I think the community is sharing that.
Yeah, and we got a letter from Phil Scott, which was really cool, saying, thank you for, everything that you've accomplished, win or lose. This community is proud of you. And I think that meant a lot to them to realize that the community is behind them, because there was a time when there wasn't anybody in the stands for them.
Remarkable.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
and Shep both, now that your season is over, very much do not unplug from local sports and go hibernate somewhere. You guys are still so dialed into what's going on. You were even before that championship game. But what's on your radar? What are you watching now? What are you paying attention to?
Well, tonight
in any sport.
Tonight we're going to the boys' game, the boys' semifinal game at the Odd to support them. And Wednesday night we are going to the Gut to support the girls' hockey championship game.
Okay.
That'll be intense too, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
Raylene going to that?
I don't know if I will do that because we all know what's going on tomorrow as well. And so it's going to be a very long, grueling day tomorrow. I'm very much looking forward to Wednesday, actually, and not doing a damn thing except sleeping probably.
Sure.
Yeah,
sure.
absolutely.
The post town meeting day.
Yeah, when we are done with this, I will be very happy. I'll be at the polls all day tomorrow, freezing my ass off because it's not going to be nice now.
Yeah,
no,
of course
God
not.
forbid.
See that?
We had to change that weather forecast. But anyways, back to here. When I knew that things were getting a little bit like, oh, holy shit, this is getting to a point, I was paying attention to Tanya, and the jacket came off, and I thought, oh boy. Here we go.
Your jacket came
off?
off?
No, hers. Man, when she took her jacket off, I thought, okay.
Shit's getting real.
Yeah, shit's getting real.
Did you chew all of your fingernails off?
I did chew on my fingernails like badly, and I don't usually do
How
that.
many cigarettes did you put back?
None. I was up there. Are you kidding me?
No, I mean, did you go out and
no,
smoke half a pack?
You don't leave there.
You don't leave there.
No,
you
it's
don't.
you don't
Lose
even
your
get up
spot,
to pee.
right?
Yeah, and you don't even get up to pee. Because you would miss something. It's
Sure.
that fast and intense. It's crazy.
So you are all worked up.
Yeah.
I do have to say, I want to share with everyone. So Shep and I are very superstitious. We do the same routine every single game. She hands me 2 mints as we're walking out of the locker room to go to the bench every time. Before the game starts, she gives me a piece of gum every single game. And we wear the same clothes.
Really?
Every game. Same shoes, same pants. I had to wear that jacket. I had to wear the same shirt. We actually hadn't washed them since the quarterfinal game because we had won and played so good that we had to air them out so that we wouldn't smell.
Of course.
Right.
But yeah.
Oh my God.
So I couldn't wait Saturday after the game before I went other places. I took them off and put regular clothes on.
Wow.
Yeah, so I probably won't wear those clothes for quite some time.
Oh my God. What have you heard? What has Shep been saying since Saturday? What have you heard from her?
We went to breakfast Sunday morning. We're both just very raw. We're very emotional. We both feel like we could cry at any time.
Yeah.
Not necessarily for the loss, but for saying goodbye, I guess.
Sure.
And it's something we feel every year.
Sure.
Every year.
Yeah. How much longer are you going to do this?
You know, that's a question everyone asks. Everyone thought that I would stop after this year because Sage is going to be moving on. And I actually think next year will be fun without, I mean, I love my children, but not coaching one will be a different experience. And I'm kind of looking forward to that. So, you know, Shep and I talk about it all the time because we are a duo. And, you know, we take it year by year and we are, yes, I could do it without her. Yes, she can do it without me. But what we provide together is just so much more powerful. And, you know, somebody referred to us as peanut butter and jelly. And I agree. Mm-hmm. Like, we coach so well together.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to be watching these girls next year. Some of them are going to continue to play ball. I think Yvonne isn't she going to Castleton?
Yvonne announced here
Yes.
that she's going to Castleton to play basketball. And, well, she's going to college, but she's going to play basketball also.
Yes.
Sage hasn't decided exactly where she's going. I do believe it's between Norwich and Castleton, and she's looking to play ball there also. So we'll be looking at taking some road trips to see the two of them play. They should meet each other, so watching them play against each other would be cool if Sage were to go to Norwich and not Castleton.
Sure.
So
Your schedule is going to be tight
Yeah.
between your own games and wow.
yeah.
Yeah.
What about the announcers booth? Will you be stepping in there at any point in the next week or two, with or without Shep, with or without Carl Parton? What you can have a microphone in front of you anywhere.
I would love to do it again with Shep. My first time, I was very nervous and wasn't sure what to say, when to say it. So I was just getting my feet wet. I would love to join her again. I don't know about the, championship games. I don't think I'm quite ready for that. It's kind of like reffing JV and then going to college games. So,
Sure.
I'm not quite ready for that. But next year, if they do it, I would love to join her again because that was fun.
Yeah, this definitely takes a bit to get used to.
Sure. I can only imagine. We're
This
going
microphone stuff.
Yeah. This microphone drama.
Yeah.
I'm hoping to get in touch with Shane Locke, the coach of U32 boys hockey. Their championship game is Thursday night. I think it's this Thursday night.
I think you're right. Yes.
First time since 2016
That's amazing.
for U32. They had a nice win over Hartford on Friday night. So there's so much going on right now. God, there's just so much happening.
That's
March
why they
Madness.
I was going to say, that's why they call it March Madness, dear. Yeah.
Good stuff happening.
What did we had? We had Division 2, 3, and 4 girls. Division 2 was you guys. Division 3 trophy going home with Windsor.
Yep.
After a 44-40 nail biter against Thetford.
Yeah. Shep texted me after that game, and she said that was another emotional one. We both coached against Coach Eric Ward, who passed away this year. And he told us early on last year that group would make it to the odd this year. And unfortunately, he didn't get to see it.
Yeah.
But they honored him. They had a picture of him on their bench, which was really, really cool.
And then West Rutland capped a perfect season and a second straight title win, 50-44 over Blue Mountain.
Yep.
Man.
Close games. The semis weren't so close, but the finals were definitely close.
These kids are just like you say, they're just putting everything into it. Everything.
Absolutely.
I really hope that people who are assholes and say things like we shouldn't have sports in school are listening and just heard
exactly
what she said.
Absolutely.
I mean, my God.
It's the only it's really and we were talking about this yesterday during
so much
during gymnastics. These little tiny little kids that are up there and just trying to seeing them happy on the podium, but also watching what's going on behind the podium over in the corner and seeing disappointment and seeing moms and dads getting up and going over and speaking to them. And just the understanding that you can try so hard and put so much time and hope and effort and everything and passion into your practicing and then have something not go right when it matters most. Mm-hmm. And the lessons that these little tiny kids are learning. And, thank God that they have that as an outlet with everything that's going on that has gone on over the past couple of years with COVID and isolation and it just all of that shit. To see these kids doing something that they love and having an outlet when they're in that gym and when these kids are on the hardwood, they don't care about anything else that's going on in the world. They care about what they're doing right now and what they love and what their dreams are.
And supporting each other.
Right.
Lessons
Exactly.
that they're not going to get from a book.
Yeah, and them learning how to be okay after disappointment is so important.
That's it.
Because,
That's it.
like the teams that don't win, they're heartbroken.
Sure.
But they're okay. And we talked about that in the locker room. Like, there are no WNBA scouts in the stands. And win or lose, you are still amazing human beings.
Yep.
And, the plaque on the wall doesn't amount to as much as you being respectful humans.
Sure.
And being proud.
And you still have to say that as a coach, even if your team wins.
Yeah, absolutely.
The championship.
Yep.
You still have to say that. You still have to drive that home.
Yep. Because there's always somebody saying, "Oh, well, you guys should have. Oh, you should have done
coulda,
this," or And it's so easy to say when you're sitting in the stands or at home watching, and these girls put everything out there, and no matter whether we brought home a trophy or not, they did amazing things.
And the broadcast teams that are putting in insane hours, like Carl Parton and Brent Curtis and so many others that are...
Lori Shepherd.
My God.
She went... and went back and broadcasted a game after hours. So it's crazy.
Yeah.
And, the time that we put in just through basketball season alone, just like practicing and get-togethers and all of that. And then she, on top of that, will do broadcasts.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
She knows how to turn it on.
She does.
She's got the switch up there in the noggin. She's amazing. She's amazing.
Absolutely is.
What else? What other local sports should we be talking about?
That I do not know.
I think that's it at this point. Shep is really good at knowing what other schools are doing. I don't have the brain power that she has.
Sure, yeah.
So I just know what, Spalding and, there's U32. I know that Hazen is playing at the Odd on Thursday for their semifinal game. And I don't know who they're playing. I want to say Danville, but I could be completely wrong.
All right. And what's happening on the ice up here?
Nothing right now because they're at the championship game now.
So this is, where do we go? We go to the gut.
We go to the gut.
All right. And you're going Wednesday for the girls?
Yes.
That's going to be noisy. You can have earplugs?
Oh, no, I love it. I love listening to, they have like the foghorns going and the loud music playing. And I think, gosh, we need this during basketball games.
You going to paint your face and put on an afro?
Yeah, I'm not going to go that far. No.
Right.
No.
Because Raylene was seriously thinking about doing that.
Oh,
She
she
should.
I was.
Will Shep be with you?
I don't know. I doubt she will because I think she's calling a lot of the games this week.
Okay.
So she'll be there, I believe, tonight calling the Spalding boys.
Let's give a plug to Carl Parton and CVTsport.net.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's
It's a lot of work right there.
tons and tons of work and countless hours that Carl puts in with the help of others. But that's the catch-all right there. If you want to know what's going on, that's the place to go to, cvtsport.net.
So many people were so excited that they could watch online. My mother lives in Florida, and she got to watch her granddaughter play all year because of CVT Sports. And this for the championship, it was they had to go through NFHS, which they have to pay for. And CBT
Sure.
Sports, she didn't have to. So that was so amazing. And I have a huge shout out to Carl for that.
Yeah, he's a good dude. He's a great guy. What else? Anything else?
Not that I
That-
can think of.
We pretty much hammered it.
I think we did.
I do want to mention that one thing that was really cool is the final four for D1 and D2 were all female coaches. And that was the first
That's
time
cool as hell.
since I want to say 1990.
Oh my gosh. That's when I
Long
graduated.
before I was born.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Right. So that's something that, is really great. And I
Yeah.
want more females to believe that they can do this. Not just coaching female sports, but coaching male sports too. I coached boys for about 8 years, and seeing a female coaching, a male dominant sport is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. These next especially this week, this coming week in front of us is going to be just jammed. I'm hoping to try to sneak. I mean, obviously, I want to get Lori on at some point here when she catches her breath, but also am hoping to get Carl Parton on at some point as well.
That would be great.
Yeah.
He always every year he just walks away from the school year just shaking his head in awe of the level of talent that we have in our high school teams, no matter what the sport is. Here in Central Vermont, we do not fool around. I don't know if it's in the blood. I don't know if it's a reflection of the coaching. But man, we kick ass. It doesn't matter what division it is.
It's because kids need an outlet.
They do.
And we need to give them that. We cannot take sports away from them because this is what fuels them. Otherwise, they are doing things that they shouldn't be doing. And because they have nothing else to do, right? So we've got to give them sports. We've got to keep sports.
Is there
for them.
anything with the budget and everything that's putting any kind of threat to any of the sports programming?
Oh, yes. Yep.
Can you talk about that?
I know that they are looking at taking away busing for all sporting events, which is hard for, first of all, we don't want kids driving to and from these sporting events when we have to drive to Lake Region or whatnot. That just adds a whole nother level of stress because it's winter, right? So there's always a snowstorm.
Sure.
They're also looking at taking away all sports from K through 8 and, making it more intramural. And, that not only affects them, but it affects our high school sports if you're taking all that away. So, yeah, a lot is on the line here. I know I'll be at the polls tomorrow.
Yeah. The structure that they gain in their lives and the support they have and it's a big deal. It would be a huge loss, beyond huge. It just, I can't imagine. It's ridiculous. And it's always the first thing that everybody jumps to. We'll just get rid of sports, It's sad.
Sports and arts.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's get.
That's
Everyone
what's
wants to
gonna
get
go
rid of
first.
those, and those things. And I know you have Heather
They
Slayton
matter.
coming on. Those things are very, very important to people's mental health.
Absolutely.
And that's huge.
It is.
I'm trying to
Get
bite
to the
my.
polls.
I'm trying to bite my tongue
I
a little bit
know
here.
we get into trouble
Can
sometimes.
you tell?
Yeah,
I'm tending.
because we're trying not to get ourselves
Well, I don't
too
want
much.
to scare Tanya.
I
away.
do that plenty all by myself.
Oh,
We
you
don't
won't
want you
scare me
jumping
away.
in the board too. But yeah, it's just that it'll be not a good thing. And the people that think that it is okay are usually the first to complain about their kids having nothing to do in the community.
Amen.
That is from Heather Slayton. And it's true.
We just got another comment. That doesn't even make sense.
No.
Those grades are the building block years for sports.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of other things. Sports teach a lot more than just how to make a basket and where you need to be on the court. It's just, I don't know.
Light years.
It's huge. And it's
Be
crazy.
assured the money is there. It's a management problem, says Alice Farrell. Yeah.
Well, we hope they use it wisely.
Yeah.
And we are the voices. So, tomorrow, use your voice and get out there.
Mm-hmm. Please.
Please.
Yeah.
Shep just texted me back saying that she said, let's see, I'm just reading it right here. I will be wearing my afro.
Tell her to call in.
She says she wants to give a shout out to the Spalding Montpelier boys that are playing each other.
Oh, Montpelier, that's
Yeah.
who they're playing. Yep.
Tonight at the auditorium. Semifinal game, number 1 Spalding and number 4 Montpelier. Tip-off at 8:15 tonight. Carl and I will have the call on NFHS, and hopefully we'll be able to sneak around tomorrow morning. So
Nice.
there you go.
And boy, is that going to be a game. So Montpelier's the defending champs from last year. So it was a good game there and a good game at Spalding. So it's going to be a good game tonight.
Yeah.
And Spalding's going in undefeated.
Let's jeez.
Yeah, it'll be crazy.
That's gonna be
You'll be able to hear that
That's gonna be nuts.
from home.
God.
Just telling you.
Let's tell anyone and everyone that's watching or listening right now to please share this podcast as much as you can so that people know how important sports are.
Yes.
If they don't already.
Yeah. Hopefully they do, and get to the polls and do what you got to do.
Now, what's the deal with the polls? What's the timing?
7 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Okay.
Berry City is at the auditorium, and Berrytown is at the elementary school.
Okay.
Yeah. Vote, vote, vote.
Yeah.
Yeah. And bring coffee.
Yes.
I love you too, DJ.
Oh yeah, DJ's just tuning in here.
Yeah.
A little respectfully, a little late.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, he's probably been working. He's finally got a coffee break, and he can tune in.
He missed the whole damn show.
Right.
Well, thank
He
God
better-
he can watch it.
He'll have to watch it and share it.
Do you think that DJ Hardacre will actually make or take the time to go back and rewatch this show?
100%.
Come on.
100%.
I'm going to say 0%.
Oh, no. He will absolutely watch this.
You think so?
See? Yep.
Yeah, but when I'm in my car, yeah.
No. Well, he'll watch it because I'm on it.
You love to tease him. You know you love him. It's
I think
Dame DJ.
I think he's afraid of us. He won't come in here when Shep is here.
JD,
won't.
that's just tell him. Just tell her right now that that's your man crush right there.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Speaking of coming in,
Yes.
do you know who I talked to
Yeah.
who said she will come in?
Sue.
Sue Duke.
See?
Come on.
So if the
Seriously?
Seriously.
Listen, you have to. I'm telling you.
Get her in, please.
She did say she has zero connection with the Wienermobile at this point.
Right, we're hooking it up. And
Damn it.
so I want them to stop here when they come through town. Right now they've run into a little snag because somebody stole their catalytic converter. So they
Holy
are
shit.
they're
Jeez.
waiting for repairs. But we want them to stop here, and I just thought it would be really cool if she could be here as well, and to have all of you here would just be, I mean, yeah.
DJ is sending me a text right now saying, if you can get the Wienermobile here in Central Vermont, I will be in the passenger seat right next to you, JD. Right there.
Well, we're trying to make it so they can stop at the studio, but the problem is that now they're off course a little bit. That we don't know when they're going to drive through town. It could be at 3:00 in the morning. We just don't know, and they don't stay overnight at places like they would. We're not on their destination.
Raylene, what I'm saying is I don't give a shit if they drive through here at 3:00 in the morning. If we
You're
know
gonna
about
be
it,
here?
I will be naked out in the middle of North Main Street.
Well, then
stopping
they're
that
really
thing,
not going to stop.
stopping that thing, and I will lay down in the middle of the street to stop it because we need to get that in Barrie. It has to happen.
I'm not sure you have to be naked for that to
I'm
happen.
gonna do
but
anything I have
thinks
to
you
do.
do what you need to do.
He always
JD.
wants to
do
be
what I have to
naked.
do.
He's always going to talk about his stuff.
Now we got Chuck getting jealous here. He wants to drive in the Wienermobile too. Thank you for coming in here.
Absolutely.
I'm glad we haven't scared you off.
No,
Yeah.
I love this.
And listen, one of these mornings, way after we've caught our breath, let's get Shep in here, and the four of us will sit down, have some coffee, and make fun of DJ Hardacre, and go
Be
places that we shouldn't.
That's I know so much about DJ.
Oh no,
Do you?
Oh.
You got some dirt?
they're all best friends.
We are.
I've got dirt on them too, but I have to make the shit up.
Oh,
You know,
I don't.
You don't have to make it up.
Good thing I love him, so
All right.
I'll have to keep some of that to myself.
All right, we're gonna do this. All right, we're gonna do this, and we're gonna lock ourselves in here
So he doesn't
so he
show
can't
up.
get in. Right. All right. Thank you again for coming in here.
Absolutely.
We love you guys, and we will always yell "Go Tide!" And thank you again.
Have a great
Absolutely.
day.
Bye.